MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians' defensive setup today. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Salazar has worked his way through more than 1,500 career innings, and during that time he sent over 1,700 batters packing via the strikeout. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Here's Mookie Betts. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Mookie Betts.
Comes set.
On the bag.
Find the ball. He can't hang on. And he'll get in there safely. And the run will score, and the Royals are off to a 1-0 lead.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a...
Now to the plate, Francisco Mejia.
The catcher, Francisco Mejia.
1-1. Runners off for second. Sent on the ground out to second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Standing in, number 4, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Hit high and deep to right center. Naquin's on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first. Striding in, Francisco Mejia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to get the same result as his last at bat right here. Or anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier.
Ready for another shot now. Number 4. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway. Out to deep center. Leaps, and he made the catch. He took one out of the stands. Santa Maria. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone. Into the box, Rich Zambrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Zambrano.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, number 4. He'll start us off in the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get...
Hang on, this is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important.
Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Game 2 of the AL Division Series is next.
Play ball. Batting third.
Here comes the first pitch.
Number 4.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Just underway here in Cleveland. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Naquin looks up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series, and the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that look.
Leading off for the Indians.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Tyler.
Hard on the ground to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate.
In now for Cleveland, Francisco Mejia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Mejia.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Back up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 2 full. The Royals lead it 2-1. Digging in, number 4. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. KC down. Settling in now Felix Pedroza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another base hit. And this.
Striding in once again,
the right fielder,
Zambrano. He singled his last time up.
Zambrano.
A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Here's a little chopper up the middle, backhanded, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Indians leave 1. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. At the plate, number 4. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am...
Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and it's powered the Royals to a 3-2 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason.
Now at the plate, number 4. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line drive to left. Davis the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Rich Zambrano. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely you see a hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So stepping in, number 4. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
The right fielder.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And the runner's breaking for third. Hit back up the middle. Seager is right there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Eight to 2 is how this one ends today. Kansas City have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Zach Wheeler is the winning pitcher of record, so that just about does it for Mark DeRosa. Dan Plesac, Heidi. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. Game 3 of the ALDS. Next. Drew Pomeranz gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Drew Pomeranz, better known for that big overhand curveball that he has.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's hit 2 home runs.
So coming to the plate, Tyler Naquin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Tyler Naquin.
The 1-1. Line, but speared on a hop. And from the seat of his pants, he gets the force at second. What a play to retire the side. One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. More baseball on MLB Network. Now at the plate, number 4. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
4.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. You start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguers can have their moment mid.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And on the error, a run is going to score.
Good job. Way to get on base.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. At the plate, Felix Pedroza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver the 1-2. The inning as it's sent out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's Michael Brantley. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's collected 11 hits in 49 tries. So has 1 home run. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So digging in now, number 4. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Throwing to second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Here's Mookie Betts. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Mookie Betts.
Runner's on his way to third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Felix Pedroza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by load early on in this one, you can't get complacent. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's Chris Davis now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Chris Davis.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to short. Reined in. The second. On to first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter. So 2 on with 2 away. And up next, the San Diego area native Bradley Zimmer. Out towards second. On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Striding into the box, number 4. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors for Kansas City to this point.
Takes this the other way to right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Michael Brantley. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Michael Brantley.
Towards second. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. In now, number 4. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Lifted in the air out to right.
On the run is Zimmer.
He's got it. A nice play there.
All right,
Two
stand up,
away.
stand up.
And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Coming to the plate now, number 4. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes.
It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. It's Game 4 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Kansas City Royals. It's Game 4 of the AL Division Series. Next. Luke Hudson will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your Kansas City Royals.
Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up? Digging in, number 4. He'll take his first hacks here.
Number 4.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Zambrano racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Play ball.
Here's Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Hitter, Michael Brantley.
The 2-2. He's run it hard on the ground to third. Dozier picks it up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Play ball. 3.
Stepping up now, number 4 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The second baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Zambrano is there to put it away for out number 1.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't.
So next to the plate for the Royals, number 4. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. In there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. This pitch is popped up. Ward is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, number 4. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Naquin is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, number 4. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Fouled away. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that 2-run lead could be in real jeopardy. It's extra bases. And the runner is in from second. The relay. And he is in there with an RBI triple. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. It's a 4-4 game.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts.
Right,
although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. The 1-1 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Pedrosa fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Hunter Dozier. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Line drive to left. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And they're going to walk off and even this series at 2 games apiece.
Man, the postseason always seems to deliver big moments, and this was no exception. A walk-off in the final at-bat ends it, and there's bedlam at home plate. Wow!
Heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Kansas City have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had.
Digging in now for Kansas City, number 4, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smokes this one into deep center field. Naquin going back. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he's not stopping. He's trying for it all. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mookie Betts. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. The 1-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away.
Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Fun as he rolls over it to second. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. Stepping into the box, number 4. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Zambrano is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Justin Ford.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. KC leads this one 5-0. Now at the plate, Rich Zambrano, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. It's the 5th and final game of the series, moving to the 4th inning now. The Royals are on top 7-0. Digging in to try it again. Number 4, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First offering on its way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Oh, he's baffled by the curve that time for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And he's safe. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Right fielder,
Zambrano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB. A rollover. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly
digging in once again. Number 4. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Zambrano is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Stepping into the box, number 4. He's 1 for 4 for the game. One out, nobody on. Belted out toward deep center field. Naquin ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
So the lineup really helped carry them to victory here in this one, and this man was a big reason why. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
Our final line score tonight.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series is next. Garrett Richards will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better.
Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2022 Los Angeles.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
First offering on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
Here's Mookie Betts. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Betts.
Runner goes for second. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. Now the Angels. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here now the 2-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop to second for 1. On to first in time to take care of Trout. A double play.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base.
Digging in for his second at bat, number 4. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Here comes the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Mookie Betts 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. So striding forward now, number 4. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short. Lindor gloves it in time to first, and there are 2 away. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these 2 teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Standing in, number 4. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Richards comes set. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled off.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His first homer here in the series as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Working for the punch out and spring. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Ready now for L.A. Lewis Drummond in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Looking to keep this a 1-run pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but
well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Halos jump out to a 1. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Kansas City Royals and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Game 2 of this year's ALCS starts now. Tyler Skaggs is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
All the way back from Tommy John surgery. Fastball almost where it was before he had surgery. Not an overpowering guy. Low to mid-90s fastball. Big overhand curveball. If you're looking for that out pitch, and if he's on, the curveball is the pitch that he gets a lot of swing.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense.
Play ball. 3.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Tavares, base runner at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Top of the first, just underway here at Angel Stadium. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Hunt has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire. Now in the box, Michael Conforto. His career line against Wheeler. He's a .375 hitter. Into right field, that's a base hit. Into the box now, number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one if we're still early.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brian Song. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
It's coming. Relay 4. Relay 4.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 5-1.
Well, I'm shocked.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 4 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down.
Now at the plate, number 4. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run, and you see it there, 111 miles an hour.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation.
Play ball. P3.
Batting third.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Number 4.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Skied down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. At the plate, number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled up.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he's a .343 hitter. Of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So striding in, number 4. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 4th long ball of this series, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason.
Number 4 will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. 0-1 the count. 3 runs already home here. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton's after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Ready now, Chris Fernandez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Velasquez stands at first with 1 out. Round for the shortstop, Peraza. He's got it. There's one. Double play to get him out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. For him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish.
Run will score as well. And now he's able to scramble back to second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
Up next for the Royals.
Here's Mookie Betts. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Runner breaks for third, and he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So,
well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. Kansas City trail 2-1 in this postseason series. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. Game 4 of the American League Championship Series is next. Luke Hudson is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels start. Digging in, number 4. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Hunt ranging back. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 5th so far in this series. And with it, the Royals are back to even at 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a...
Stepping in, number 4. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Travis Shaw.
Leading off for the Angels, the third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Here's the 0-1. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Stepping in, number 4. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that
one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion.
Digging in now, number 4. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is
A swing and a high drive to right center field. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as they move out in front 7-6.
talk about a man rising to the occasion. If this team rolls through the playoffs, I think he just made a convincing case for the MVP. Sure, it's only one game, but that's his 3rd homer of the game.
And now for the Angels, Michael Conforto. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get it? To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
Tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Royals have evened up this league championship series at 2 games apiece. Tyler Chatwood gets the... MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Kansas City Royals. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Michael Conforto has been
batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Hit hard on the ground to second. Right to him. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors. And Now to the plate, number 4. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one.
Number 4.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Trout. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. 2-run shot to straightaway center, his 8th in this series alone, as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Standing in, Connie Hunt, 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Arrieta sets. 0-2 pitch on it. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left. Now batting, Travis Shaw, who was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate.
Travis Shaw.
Ready with the 0-1. On a rope to the second baseman.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of help. How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
Striding in, number 4. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Now the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Here's Mookie Betts. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Now batting.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Line drive to center field. Catch is made by Trout. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Next will be the designated hitter, Todd Botts. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Now the double steal is on here. Right here. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Conforto going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We've played 3 here in game number 5. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. Working for the punch out and the offer. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 5-4. Digging in and looking for more. Number 4. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 down. Into the box. Number 4. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Takes this the other way to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 8th inning coming up. The Halos lead this one. Ready for another shot now. Number 4. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump.
And he will make the catch to end it. And the Angels are going to take a 3-2 lead back home for Game 6. They take a pivotal victory here on the road as this one is over. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. Settling in now, number 4. He stands in for the first time in this one.
Number 4.
He's set and the pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Grumman has a play. 2 gone. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Angels, the shortstop, Francisco.
Hard on the ground to second.
Lindor.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Brian Shaw.
Hard on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. It's the Royals 1 and the Angels nothing. Striding in once again, number 4. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Unbelievably, his 9th of this series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, and you've got to feel really sorry for the pitcher. He was up against the ropes, bases loaded, with a power hitter at the plate. The best thing he could do in that situation.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Connie Hunt.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 2 full. Royals out in front, 7-0. At the plate, number 4. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set. Here it comes. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. Gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater.
Number 4 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Back goes Trout to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Now at the plate, number 4. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hunt going back, still ranging back. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Wow, talk about a man rising to the occasion. If this team rolls through the playoffs, I think he just made a convincing case for the MVP.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. Be surprised.
And he has some trouble with it, but the recovery will get an out on the play as they do get the force at second, so put runners on the corners, but that could have been a whole lot worse.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone, and if you do anything with it, most of the time this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Number 4 will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Come on, baby, you're up.
Hit hard to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Royals strand a pair, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
(14-6) is the way this one ends. The Royals have evened up. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. And Dero, how do they fight off elimination here? Digging in, number 4. He's ready for his first AB here in this one.
Number 4.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Play ball. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. That hit him. First base.
So coming to the plate, number 4. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 12th of the series. 12. And the Royals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now at the plate, number 4. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
I'll find it.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets
a swing and a miss, that retires the side, and that will do it. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out.
Throw.
1-2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs.
At the plate, number 4. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Trout. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. But the damage is done as thanks to the solo home run. This is now. So digging in now, Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Ramos.
Hit ball to second, right to him. And there are 2 away now. So stepping in, number 4. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and it's now 6-4.
I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.
For my partners Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Championship Series.
Our final line score tonight.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's game one of the World Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Steve Austin gets the call on the mound here at home for game one of the World Series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff. And when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win. And
drawing closer to the start of game one, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2022 Chicago Cubs.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
you know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he could do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. KC down in order. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. The next Cub up, Albert Almora. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Albert Almora.
Play ball to second. 4. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. The 1-2. Up the middle. He's got it. Throw in time at first for route number 2. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no. And now the Cubs pitcher, Steve Austin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Steve Austin.
On the ground out to second. Scooped up. And there's one away. Ready for another chance. Number 4 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Royals are back to even at 1 apiece.
We were wondering who was going to strike first with the long.
In now, number 4. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's
a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. This one's into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, and the Royals have opened it up now 4-1. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys. Striding into the box, number 4. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Comes set and the 0-1. Fouled away. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway out to deep center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. To third now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Went deep his last AB. Certainly just. Guy's big power.
And the throw is in time to get. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs. It's Game 2 of the World Series. Next. Andrew Heaney will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Andrew Heaney, I love this guy from the left.
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat.
Digging in, number 4. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. Here comes the first pitch. This is popped up. Rizzo is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Play ball. He's safe.
Coming to the plate now, number 4. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And the runner will score from second. The relay throw. And he's in there with a 2-run triple.
Yeah, when that left his bat, I thought it was out of here for a 3-run shot. But to his credit, he didn't hesitate or break into that home run trot. He busted it out of the box and was thinking triple all the way. Well done.
Here's Mookie Betts. 3 runs already home here.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Hunter Dozier.
Hunter Dozier.
Betts is on the move. In there. Now the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And not in time as the run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that...
Stepping up now, Michael Jorgensen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. Last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. So next to the plate for the Royals, number 4. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. Digging in now for Kansas City, number 4. The bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. His 3rd home run of this series as this lead got even wider.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment.
Stepping into the box, number 4. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the home.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard. Stepping up to the plate, number 4. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
Almora in pursuit.
He's there and records the first out. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. One there. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
The winning pitcher is
16 to 7. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Kansas City Royals. A pivotal Game 3 of the World Series is next. Buddy Barlow will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings in.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2022 Kansas City Royals.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Let's play ball.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Hayward. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Play ball.
Now at the plate, number 4. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
4.
First pitch on its way. Swing hard liner to left center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a pop-up now. Rizzo waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Right side fair ball down the line. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one.
Digging in to try it again. Number 4. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
One of the keys to securing a win.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Happ ranging back to the track, to the wall. And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 5th so far in this series, as it is now 7-3.
If you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stinks.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1-1.
Right back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Digging in once again, number 4. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
This is line to left. Schwarber is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he stepping into the box. Number 4. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Number 4.
He's set, and the pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1,
on the back, pick it up, pick it up.
And he'll get there as he lets out the lead.
Good job.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. 8 runs on 15 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Smoke toward third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in forward.
So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off here in the 9th with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. Ground ball right into the shift. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. In. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Royals will look to finish off the sweep in front of the home faithful tomorrow night. They go up 3-0 here in the series as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. The Royals take a commanding 3-0 lead in this World Series. Buddy Barlow earns the victory on the mound. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Kansas City Royals. Luke Hudson gets the ball with a World Championship on the line. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll...
Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound.
Batting third, the second baseman, number
Ready
4.
to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Happ racing back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The 1-2. To short, hit hard, and that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offense.
Standing in, Gio Urshela. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Gio Urshela.
The 0-1 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote more. Digging in for his second at-bat. Number 4 comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Looking up is Contreras.
And just like the ex-girlfriend who ain't coming back, that one is gone.
A solo shot here to left. His 6th of this series. And the Royals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so we waited.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Almora.
The 0-1 delivery. Out towards second. Backhanded. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-1 ball game. So striding forward now, number 4 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to, and as we look at it, not
stepping in and ready for another shot, number 4. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. Cubs lead it 9-5.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 4.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Happ has a read on it. 2 down. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr.
The designated hitter, Albert Almora.
Ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Into the box now, number 4. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Verdugo at 3rd with 2 away. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the run will come in to score from 3rd as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
The 3-0 pitch. Get down for 3rd. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. Now in the box, number 4. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field.
Let's go, you scored.
But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, and he'll get in there at second base. Not the home run, but he's got himself a double. Here's Mookie Betts. Couple of walks for him thus far.
Right fielder, Mookie.
2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number 4. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch on its way. Now a curveball left up in the zone as this is hit pretty well out to deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Royals 3 and the Cubs 1. Here's Javier Baez, and obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a game 6. Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champs.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 16 men.